Good evening, YouTube. This is Bob Plackno reporting to you from my comfy abode right here in good old Chicago, Illinois. You may wonder why Bob has his hair all nice and combed. Although not shaven, shaken, not stirred. All right, let me just get down to brass tacks. I went to a confirmation this evening. Yes, I am Catholic. Bob is Catholic. Bob is not a practicing Catholic, but I was baptized Lutheran and became Catholic, and the rest is history. All right, never mind. This video is not about religion, okay, at all. Let's just say I went to a Buddhist temple or a synagogue. It don't matter, okay? The point that I'm trying to make is the way people, grown adults acted during the ceremony, okay? I mean, we had a very, not popular, but higher than a priest. What the hell you call him? A bishop. Okay, he said the Mass. And, you know, it's a confirmation. It happens, you know, once during a person's life, right around 7th or 8th grade or whatever, earlier, later, I don't know. So I'm there, you know, and everybody that's been to any kind of religious ceremony that is of importance, you know, they take pictures, okay? And then there's certain times when you're supposed to be quiet. Well, let me just get down to this since it's about behavior. And there were adults misbehaving. They're yapping, they're talking, they're laughing. Just totally unruly. Having full-blown conversations while the bishop was talking. Meanwhile, their offspring were like fucking in the back. I felt like I was at Chuck E. Cheese, all right? Minus, you know, the beer, okay? There was no beer. There should have been like rides there, monkey bars, shit like that. You know, they should have the gigantic pieces of chalk they could write on the floor and they could play their hopscotch, maybe throw them a jump rope, shit like that. I mean, they were totally out of line and I got totally upset. Then you had this, like, you had the professional photographer there, and then you had a half-ass photographer there that got up and just was totally, I mean, he was taking pictures while people were going up for communion. Let's back up a little bit. He was taking pictures, and again, I'm Catholic, and I know when to be respectful, when to talk, when not to talk, you know. I swear a lot, but that doesn't matter, okay? There's a time and a place for everything, okay? And I really don't give a shit if you don't like my comedic approach. To each their own. But back to what I was saying, I'm starting to go off on a tangent. Bob tends to do that every once in a while. Especially when he feels very heartful about something. Heartful, not hurtful. Heartful. Yeah. I feel passionate. Bob is very passionate. So this guy's snapping pictures like while the priest is talking to God. Again, this video has nothing to do with religion, okay? But if I was to visit a different religion and their priest or their guy, you know, the guy that's closer to their God than I am or than anybody else in the church is, I'm going to shut the fuck up and pay homage, show respect. These people, and I'm not getting ethnic on this particular video, these people were just fucking yapping away, laughing. They were dressed totally inappropriate. This woman had a dress on. I thought she was going to New York City right after the fucking ceremony on the fucking runway. Her tits are hanging out. She's got her makeup. She had awful hair, by the way, but she had my wife and I were going to start playing Connect the Dots because she had all this scarring and these fucking fucked up pimples on her back. I just wanted to grab her and like throw her right out of the fucking church. Yeah. I'm very disrupted by what happened earlier. And I'm trying not to get too specific because certain members of my family told me not to. So you can pretty much draw your own conclusions on why I got upset. I'm sure other people there were upset. And it was, you know what? I actually fucking foreseen this, okay? Because we got there early. I knew what I was I just knew it. I knew what to expect. I thought I was at I thought I was at a fucking Walmart. I felt like I was at McDonald's with a play place, okay? I mean, I heard, kids behind me, I'm looking back, and everybody's just looking forward or talking and just totally ignoring that these kids were being totally fucking obnoxious, all right? And it's not the kids' fault, don't get me wrong. I love kids, all right? I got kids. But ultimately, any half-ass educated adult would know that it's not the kid's fault, especially when they're like this big, okay? Where were the fucking parents? Nowhere to be found. Oh, no, they were there. It's not like they dropped them off and said, watch the fucking confirmation and I'll be back for you. I'm going to get you some fucking new pink gym shoes and a fucking ballerina dress and a fucking cowboy hat. Yeah. I don't know why I just arranged that getup, but I don't know. So I have to blame the parents. A bunch of fucking morons. No, not morons. They just didn't give a fuck. Totally ignorant. Totally rude. Totally, they don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves, okay, and their moment. Little Johnny, okay, block everybody else's view. You're dressed like a whore, or you're dressed like a fucking pimp from 1984, okay? I mean, you got these people with these cameras. I mean, the professional photographer there didn't even have a camera as nice as theirs. This guy had, fucking handlebars on his camera. I mean, he could have fucking dove in to a body of water and took pictures of fish. I mean, his fucking camera was probably windproof, waterproof, fucking volcanic lava proof. I don't know. But I'm starting to go off on a tangent. I'm at the 8-minute mark. I could talk about this for hours, okay? But for one, my phone doesn't have, I don't know how long I can make a video for. And in the past, I got in trouble with YouTube, and they cut my videos down to 5 minutes. But again, I'm going off on a tangent. I was at a very nice ceremony until I realized that I was surrounded by people, grown-ups, that were more immature than their own fucking children. Yeah. And I'm at a crossroads in my life where I'm really trying to come to terms. I'm trying to grasp who I really am. I'm trying to be positive. In the whole experience, it tested my boundaries. And on a positive note, I didn't even have to bite my tongue. All right? I didn't have to bite my tongue. I was upset because my wife was upset. But I just sat back and I smiled. And I thought to myself, look at all these fucking superficial pieces of shit. Yeah, I was thinking that in church. But me and JC, we're like this. So I ain't worried about it, all right? I know what's right. I'm a righteous person. And if you don't like my style, or you're going to call me a shut the fuck up, you moron, you fat fuck, all these haters out there, all these trolling fucks, you can go fuck yourself. And I'm not going to get specific. You know who you are. And I'm totally going off on a tangent. And I'm just pissed off. And I think I handled it pretty well. So I hope I covered all the bases on this one. Maybe I'll make a part 2. Maybe, and I'll elaborate more. But right now I'm a little bit fatigued. All right, I had a long fucking day. I've been up since fucking 4:30 in the morning. All right, and this is officially the longest video I've made to date. And I hope you watch it in its entirety. This is Bob Plackno signing off, and as always, have a peaceful night.